When I was 15, I became a ward of the state after my biological parents were arrested for drug trafficking, an ugly affair that left my family torn apart, and me thrown into a whirlwind of foster homes, none of which ever felt real enough to call home. The day my latest foster parents, Linda and Tom, decided to impose their rules on me, I could feel the suffocating weight of them closing in, particularly when they marched into my room, iPhone in hand, ready to slap on parental controls like I was some juvenile delinquent deserving of punishment. The iPhone was a last gift from my parents, a relic of a life that felt like a dream in comparison to the bleakness of my current reality, and with it was a small taste of the autonomy I craved in a life that often deprived me of it. I tried to explain this to Linda, how the mere presence of that phone reminded me of the chaotic love my biological parents had for me, love that had fueled their misguided choices, but she didn't understand. "You don't know what's best for you. We have to keep you safe," she insisted, her voice ringing with that same sterile authority I had learned to dread in the social workers subtly lurking in the background. But it wasn't about safety, it was about control. Time and time again, the adults around me had snatched my sense of agency until I felt like a puppet on strings, and I refused to let them do that again. "It's my phone, my freedom," I retorted, the blood swelling to my cheeks as I fought back tears, but that only made them tighten their grip on my life. The next day, they installed the controls anyway, but the moment they turned their backs, I hacked into the settings like I was some kind of tech prodigy flipping switches in a clandestine bunker. The thrill of reclaiming that piece of my life was intoxicating, each button click a small act of rebellion, but I knew it was only a matter of time until they caught me. For weeks, I dodged my ways around their snooping, spending hours late at night swiping through old photos my biological parents had saved on the cloud, snapshots of summers spent at the beach, where laughter mixed with the salty sea breeze, and I could almost hear my mother's voice calling me to help her build sandcastles. I swore I could feel them watching over me, ghostly silhouettes cast by my memories, reminding me that even in their absence, they cherished who I was. But brutal reality has a way of breaking through fantasy. Soon, my foster parents started noticing strange text messages and late-night app usage that did not sit right with their overly watchful eyes. I was cornered when they caught me one evening, my iPhone aglow in the dark, displaying photos of my past I felt were only alive in my dreams. Linda stormed into my room, eyes flaring with rage, and snatched the phone from my hands with a fierceness that sent a shudder through me. "We're doing this for your own good," she spat. But I knew this was about more than good intentions. It was about her not wanting to be challenged, about my independence wrecking the facade they had crafted to convince themselves they were good parents. They held onto that phone as if it was a lifeline they could use to reel me into their version of family, and when they set a date for the next foster care review, I felt like a ticking time bomb.